guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are working on something a little bit different. Right, Cuco?
Yep.
You want to see what it is? Look at this beauty. Jet boat, baby. A mini jet boat. Alright, so what are we doing with this thing is your question. What is the obvious question?
Pump gas recreational turbo kit. We have Tom here with his mini jet boat today. We're gonna be doing a recreational turbo kit on pump gas, stock internals, the normal usual that you see a lot of it being done on the skis, but we're gonna be doing it on the boat and we're gonna be looking to see what outcome we get.
Now, we're jet ski people. And when we looked at the bottom of this boat, I got a lot of questions.
Yeah, it's
not meant to go fast.
The design of the intake grate and the hull, it wasn't meant to go fast, but we'll see what we can do. If we can do anything to help the situation, we will.
That should be interesting. All right, so let's talk to the man over here that brought us the jet mini boat. What in the world make you get a mini jet boat?
I don't know. I got a bad influence, a friend over here that we were watching some YouTube videos, and I thought I needed to own one of these things. Here I am.
Now, how fun is it? Is it true that it's fun?
Oh, it's blast. I mean, it's really cool how it slides around and everything. They're fun to ride.
Obviously, you're here because you need a little bit more power.
I need more power. Bring it on.
Ha! Now, you're staying simple. You're staying, well, pump gas.
Right. Want to be able to get pump gas, be able to take it places, not worry about bringing fuel with me.
Cool. All right. Well, I think you came to the right place. We'll see.
Yeah, you definitely made the right choice.
All right. So what are some of the features you got on this?
A couple things I did to it. I've got, I did these custom design boxes here for the front. Put a winch in here. So
oh, nice.
If we get stuck, we can pull ourselves out. Baja Designs, LP6s on the front. PRP seats, heated and cooled. They're on shockwave suspension seats. 12-inch Garmin, all digital switches over on the left-hand side there. Stereo, I got Fusion head unit, JL Audio 8.8s, 4 of them, 2 of them are hidden up front. Just a lot of toys.
Lights on the water lights.
Yep. Here in the back, underwater lights, reverse lights.
Now, the big question is, how fast do you go now?
Not that fast. We're hitting right now about 54.
Okay, that's our average for this thing. So this is a little slower.
This is a little slower how it's sitting right now. So I want to, see that figured out. But then obviously the goal with putting the toys on it here to see what we can twist this up to.
All right. So by when? What are you giving him? 3 days?
Yes, 3 days, and he said he'll have it all complete.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds about right. Another thing that I saw. This opens. Look at that! It got an air compressor. Must have air suspension. Explain the compressor?
So it's got a air stomp grate on it. So if it clogs up with weeds, you can just hit the button and it'll launch the air out the back here to push that down.
And it also has the air seats.
Yeah, you have adjustable Fox shocks on the front seats on it.
Wow! So this thing, you can be jumping around and
get as crazy as you want.
Nice. It's like riding a Cadillac.
There it is.
All right, Cuco. So what do we got here?
We have an SVHO engine with a regular basic stage 1 upgrade with a custom intercooler that the last shop did, but just your normal boat, your normal engine, normal upgrades.
That's a little different.
Well, yeah, because it probably couldn't get the normal one to fit. And
that's probably why it's going slow.
Yeah, that's one of them. I mean, it's definitely not a good option, I would say. That looks to me like a eBay $100 intercooler.
Yep, and you know the results on those things.
And then just to make it perfect, $30 blow-off valve that we're going to be removing.
Oh, yeah, this is perfect. It's a perfect combination to go, how fast? 55?
That's all we're getting.
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, we'll be removing that.
Cool. Are we putting billet couplings or already has them?
I'm not going to be removing the engine, no. Removing the engine, it's going to, yeah. So on the skis that I do this level of upgrades, I don't do the couplers on those neither.
I just wonder if that's a problem with this boat, being that it has the weight.
No, just pretty much just spins free. It's
Yeah.
cavitates.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't really...
I guess you will find out.
We're gonna see.
Man, this is a dream working on this, because everything is so clean and organized. It's not like other boats that we had seen that there's stuff everywhere.
No.
This is very nice.
The only different thing here than the usual jet ski work is that we're going to have to be getting in and out of the boat a lot more.
Yeah.
Then the ski just lean over and do everything. Other than that, that's just more labor time, but it's about the same. You know, probably gonna take us a little bit more time to fabricate the turbo kit. You know, we're not gonna be using our normal jigs. We're gonna have to like kind of just fabricate everything from scratch for this one. But I chose to take the job on because I think it's pretty cool. Something different, you know, add some spice to the shop.
100%.
Been doing so much of the normal Yamaha turbo skis, it's like I could do with my eyes closed now.
How many speakers you got on this thing?
4 speakers.
Those are pretty cool. So hey, how you open these things? You push the button?
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Holy smoky!
Yeah.
That scared me.
ready.
It's wow. I gotta do that again.
Oh,
Woo!
yeah, those are the ones I'm putting on the boat.
Nice.
Just like that.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, we took out the water box, that weird looking cheap intercooler with the bracket, exhaust manifold, intake manifold, and this is the clutch. We have to remove the clutch on that sprocket because we are going turbo. And he's putting everything back on. There's that clutch doesn't need to be there no more. Of course, because we're in turbo, we're putting a bracket here to seal that, and we are ready for the turbo kit. Look at this. It's kind of unique because you think you have a lot of space, but it's not like a jet ski. You gotta step over this, go over here, and just sit in there. Or somehow, well, not on this one, you got the fuel tank there, and you have this compressor here. So you can't even go in here. Ha! In a jet ski, you just walk up to it, just like so, and you're right here, and you can touch your motor. Well, guess what? Not on this thing. If I sit here and I put my hand, this is as far as I can go. So that makes a big difference on working on boats versus jet ski. But you know what? This is going to be a fun project, let me tell you. Alright, so what is the turbo kit going to look like? It's going to be a mixture between a chicken and a pigeon, or something like that. This is a brand new kit. This is another ski that we're working on. It's going to probably look something like this on the up pipe, but then the down pipe, it goes that way and all the way over there, and it comes out right here, all the way on this side of the jet ski. Well, on the boat, it's a little different, because if we look at the boat right here, guess where the exhaust is? It's right here. So it's right on this side. So obviously this turbo kit is gonna have to be custom. There's no way. Here's the exhaust right there. Does not look anything like a jet ski. Then you got this thing on the middle. So the turbo kit is probably going to be somewhere in here, and then your exhaust right here. It's going to be interesting. This is going to definitely be custom. We'll see what happens. And if you got one of these boats and you want to make a turbo, you know where to go. Oh yeah. We'll see what speed we're going to get out of this baby.
1 minute later.
All right, Cuco, what do we got here?
All right, so we have eliminated the clutch already. We got my oil pump on there, which is an OEM oil pump with some modifications that I do. We got the supercharger covered where it used to go, and that's all ready to go. Aside from that, we've done some more work. We've relocated a couple of things in this area to make room for the turbo kit. Used to have some vacuum hoses from the compressor, and used to have some cooling lines and a bunch of stuff that used to be right here in the middle. I relocated everything out of the way. We've set up the dual cooling for the more extra cooling for the engine block, so that it runs nice and cold. We've already tried fitting the Fizzle Y1000 that goes on the SVA Show jet ski, since this is a SVA Show motor from a jet ski, but it did not fit, so we're gonna have to be doing some custom intercooler with custom intercooler piping. I'm already working on figuring that out, and that's it. It's gonna go to fabrication soon. Basically, we're getting it ready right now for fabrication. It's almost ready. It's almost ready for fabrication. We'll get the fabrication going, and once we got the fabrication going, we should be looking really good.
Cool. Are you you think you're doing the same thing they did, that they put the intercooler right here on the top?
No. So I'm down to two options.
Okay.
I'm either gonna be fabricating an intercooler mounted somewhere, not on the engine, somewhere in this area, or about 30 minutes ago, I was looking in this area right here, and I realized I have a lot of space here, and I have some aluminum brackets that I can use to fabricate another bracket. And I was thinking maybe I'll fabricate the intercooler right here, and then run piping one to the turbo, and then one to the manifold, which I also have another version manifold. This is not the manifold that came in the ski. This is one that I was testing just to see which one fits better. I have another manifold, which is the older NA 1.8 NA motor, aluminum manifold, and then I inverted the throttle body from the front to the back. So I have those manifolds. I'll show you that later, which puts the throttle body in this area right here. So if I put the intercooler right here and the turbos right here, I'll have some nice short piping to both sides. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. One of those manifolds I'm going to be using depending on if I do the intercooler over there or over here.
Cool.
But I think I'm leaning toward this side. I think I like this area right here. There's not a lot going on. Fuel pumps over there. So there's a lot of empty space here that there's nothing going on here. And it also makes for shorter piping and for nicer looking stuff, because if I leave this empty, it helps, you know, whenever somebody's going to do maintenance or whatever it is, you know, it's just nice and empty.
Yeah, that's true. Especially if we have the space over there.
Yeah.
Might as well use it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I gotta get on top of this guy. Oh, he'll do the whole thing, and we won't have any videos. But that's not gonna happen this time.
Up to you.
We'll see. Right, Ray?
Tomorrow.
All right. We're doing the springs and retainers on the boat. Cams are out. Brand new springs and retainers. All right. We'll see what happens.
A few moments later.
All right, springs and retainers are done. These guys are pretty quick. All right, so that's done. Now we're waiting on the fabrication for the turbo, and that should be interesting.
Tomorrow.
Well. Look at someone smiling. Why is he smiling?
Because I'm done before you got the video in. Once again.
Well, you almost done.
Yeah, you got one hose.
All right, guys, check this out. Look at that beauty. I like the access to the intercooler.
Yeah.
Wow, that came out really nice.
Yeah, well, this is not on right now because I'm working on the tune for the ECU. But once that's on, you know, it's obviously that goes back in place. But all that's left is just a turbo blanket to keep the heat in there, and one water hose. I'm waiting on some fittings, and then that's it. It's completely done as far as putting it together. And then we're working on the setup now, and then we'll go to the water and tune it. We wanted to do more videos on it, but somebody messed up. Wasn't me.
Well, I don't know. Man, this came out really nice and clean.
Yeah, the welds are good. Everything is water cooled. Everything has water coming in and out. You know, we did a different intercooler on this one. You know, I felt like here was a nice spot.
It's a Sea-Doo intercooler.
It is a Sea-Doo intercooler.
You know what that means?
That
We just leave it at that. Comment down below and let me know what you think I meant.
Well, it depends how you look at it. This is basically a Y1000 with both.
Yeah, it's the same intercooler. It's just
both caps the same.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, this time we have.
Does it crank? Does it run?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, let's hear it run.
All right.
I want to hear it run. Oh, that's a compressor?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that thing is loud.
Yeah, but once you got the engine bay closed, you don't hear that much, and then once it's charged, it turns off.
Yeah. Whoa, nice. Wow, that sounds good.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, so what's left? Now you gotta
We're finishing the jet pump area because we're trying to at least make it so that it runs decent. I think that if I would have not touched anything underneath, I don't think it would have ran that well. So we're trying to fix the cavitation problem, which this was horrible on the cavitation. He used to spend maybe a minute or more than a minute just easing on the throttle, going back and forth just to get it to go on plane. He could never even give it gas.
Wow.
Yeah, so he used to spend like just a while just doing this, just an inch at a time, just to get it to go up on plane. And then if you would just give it too much gas, it was just boop, 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 boop. It spins so much cavitation. So I'm hoping that we fix that. He had a best of 53 miles per hour. So I'm hoping we can get something significant more.
A little bit more.
A little bit more. Remember, steel stock internals, pump 93, so it's gonna have a low boost. This is not it's not gonna be on high boost or anything like that. Remember, this is a boat, so I still want him to use it like a boat. I want him to be able to give it full throttle for longer than a jet ski, because I think that's what a boat kind of does. I want it to be reliable, but the main thing, we wanted to make it good on gas mileage. And I think that that's what we're doing here. And then the reason why we stayed on pump 93 is so that we can get good gas mileage. So between the turbo and the fuel, it should get a good gas mileage, or way better than before.
Oh, it's going to be way better.
Yeah, so way better gas mileage. Hopefully no more cavitation. Hopefully significant more speed. We'll know when we're done tuning. You guys are going to see it.
Yep.
I'm not going to let this guy get out of here until we're done tuning it and ride it together. We have to ride it together. Like, we have to be sitting in the seat.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go to Lake Ida. Have more space,
cool.
More space.
Yep.
And then we'll really test it.
Nice.
Yeah. And
No crazy stuff.
I mean, I'm not gonna do any crazy stuff. I want to finish the job. I want to make sure it's good, and then we'll get the customers to come.
Yes.
And then we'll record that, and we'll let them do all the crazy stuff.
Yep.
And that's it.
Nice.
And guess what? It's a 4-seater, so we'll be able to sit.
Oh yeah, right in the back.
Yeah. Right now it's all apart, but it has seats. All this is.
Yeah, this is cool.
I'm sure we'll shoot that too.
Yep.
And then, but yeah, so we're gonna both be able to sit back here, and the customers up front.
Nice.
And we're gonna go for a ride. And then we'll see how fast it goes with 4 people.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's got music, it's got everything, it's got lights, it's got a lot of stuff,
Got air seats. Jesus, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Air suspension in the seats. What about that? All right, well, next is going to be finishing up a little bit on some hoses. You're going to tune it?
Yes.
We're going to be there?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Tomorrow.
All right, so I got to the lake, and guess what? Cuco's almost done.
Yeah.
Look at this. And look where the boat is. I can't keep up with you, man.
Hey,
all right, so what do we got left on the boat? You did a map already. You done a few maps already.
Yeah, I've even left and came back in a couple of multiple different days, honestly. I've worked on the prop, I've worked on the jet pump nozzle, I've worked on all the reverse bucket.
Yeah, because you noticed that it was slow.
No, not only that. I mean, first of all, so let me just refresh you guys. The boat in the beginning, it only went 53. It didn't have like any good reverse. Like when you would put it in reverse, it wouldn't actually go in reverse because the bucket wouldn't come far down enough. Horrible cavitation. It sucks that we don't have a video of that, but yes, so he would try to like go, and he would have to play with the throttle for a while to get it to go on plane, and just to get it to go, because if he just gave it a little bit more throttle, it would cavitate and it would not go. I didn't like that. And then when you're cruising at like 30 miles an hour, it was making a whole lot of RPM, so like it just felt like the engine was struggling. I didn't like it. Have you ever had one of those like really slow Hondas pass by you making a whole lot of noise, like if it's going really fast and it's not going fast? Don't you hate that?
Yes.
Or like a Mustang with a really loud exhaust?
Yeah. let's give it for both. The Honda guys and the Mustang guys. Yeah.
Or a Corvette.
Yeah.
Or a Corvette.
Yeah.
Or a Dodge.
Yeah. They're really loud, but they're not going nowhere.
Really loud, and then you're just like, it just doesn't look right. So that's that's what I got last time with this, and I hated it. It just didn't feel right, something like this expensive shouldn't be like that. So anyway, long story short, came out. We got a best of 66 last time. 66, 9,900 RPM. So that was a little bit too much. Remember, it's first time out. 22 pounds of boost. Fixed all the cavitation. It has no cavitation. It's just whole shots. It goes, but still had no reverse. So went back to the drawing boards. Different bucket, different prop.
You basically had to work really hard on the setup, because the setup that these boats come with sucks.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
So yeah, so now I have the reverse working. The boat actually goes in neutral. It goes into reverse. It doesn't reverse as quick as like a jet ski, but it's still like it reverses. So it's functional. I was able to back out of the ramp, no problems. I couldn't do that before. No cavitation, whole shots. Best I got today was 64, which was not faster than before, but I dropped 1,000 RPM. So it just doesn't feel like it's screaming so much like before for no reason. And then cruising, it's so much better. Like 5,000 RPM, you're going like 45 miles per hour. That was like my favorite part, because before, when it was cruising, you'd have like all this engine noise. Now you're cruising, it actually feels like you're cruising.
Nice.
So that was like my favorite part today. I was hoping to get 70 plus, but that's not gonna happen without major hull modifications or intake grate modifications, which the customer does not want to get into that for this specific boat, because he has different ideas with the boat. That's what I got. We'll show you how it runs, and we'll show you what it looks like.
Cool. All right, we got our wideband, our boost there.
Yeah, which we don't need anymore, but it's still on there. You see how we're going forward?
Yep.
If I put the reverse, see how we stop?
Yep.
Neutral?
Yep.
So this is neutral. It used to not do that.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Right now we're neutral.
Yep. Oh yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
And if you really want to go reverse, it'll go reverse.
Yep.
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 It used to not do that.
Yep. Oh yeah.
See that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what amazes me is they sell this thing really expensive, and the setup sucks.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Ready?
Yep.
know, to go 40, 45 cruising, it used to sound abused. And I've been riding this thing. I've never had to fill fuel. I've never had to put fuel in it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just really good on fuel. And I know that's also one thing that he said it wasn't good on. It wasn't good on fuel. So it wasn't good on, it didn't have reverse, basically. Speed was not really there. A lot of cavitation. So we fixed all
But
that.
I mean, we go back to this, to the whole purpose of this is he doesn't care about speed.
No.
He's not there to race anybody.
But he
just wants power. He wants to get out quick. And you did that.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is impressive.
Yeah. This is a boat to go somewhere where you can't go with a jet ski.
Right.
Hit a place where you might have grass, sticks, wood, whatever it is you might find in the water, just go through
A
it.
tree, and from that idle, just enough power to jump over
Yes.
it.
And to be able to
definitely will do that.
Definitely will do that.
Yeah.
So to be able to see 60 plus and be able to go places like that.
It's what I tell everybody. Look, it's almost impossible to have good top speed and a good takeoff. You need to sacrifice one of the two. Either you sacrifice speed for takeoff, or you sacrifice the takeoff for speed.
Yeah. Yeah, but the way it was before, it just didn't have any of the two.
Yeah, that's true.
At least now, you know, we'll see when the customers test it, but I hope they like it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna do one run this way for the max speed.
Okay. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's a kangaroo. Yeah.
That's a really nice house.
Yeah.
Look at that. And then if you want later, we can do where I make a pass.
Yeah, when they come back,
You get
yeah.
it from the sand.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that's it. And then we'll put it on the trailer.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you
Yeah.
think overall?
Man, I tell you what, this thing has put a smile in my face. Is it something that I would like, or you would like? Not here. If we are in a situation where up north and in weird rivers that we cannot have a jet ski, I can see this
Yeah, yeah.
being very fun.
Yeah, something where you don't have like a ocean.
Yeah, or flat water like this. It's no fun here.
Intercoastal, no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take this into the intercoastal. I would say like a river.
Yeah, like a river, low, shallow, with a lot of stuff on the way. Oh yeah, this can be fun.
Yeah, somewhere,
I can see that.
somewhere where 20 other people are not riding.
Right.
Just you.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, that sounds good. Ah.
And you know, which is another reason why we have to make this reliable.
Yeah.
So this is turbocharged, but it's not like it's making 1,000 horsepower. This is making 22 pounds of boost. It's tuned very conservative on pump 93 octane. I don't want him to use any other fuels or nothing. Just something very conservative and reliable.
Yeah.
No clutches, no superchargers,
Yeah.
nothing like that. And I think it's going to be very reliable. So that's also something that we were thinking about when we were doing it and tuning it.
Yeah.
But let's see with two people.
Yeah,
See,
with two people, see
It's
how
already been
fast.
hot. We've already been going up and down.
Yeah.
These numbers are about as worse as it's gonna get. So let's see what we can get with two
We'll
people.
see. Two people and he's soaked. It definitely does not want to turn.
No, it wants to turn.
Yeah, but
no, that's just me playing with it. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Listen, if you wanted this thing to do like a whole 360, it'll do it.
Oh yeah.
I'll let the customer do that. I'm not gonna do that. But it really does turn. I just don't want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely put a smile on my face. Let me tell you. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I can't imagine this thing, you know, where, you know, in a river or something, you know, it's crazy. Let me tell you, that looks pretty fast for a boat taking off. That's pretty cool. The owners gonna have a lot of fun with that. And remember, guys, this thing is not tuned all the way. It's very safe. It's very low horsepower turbo kit. Wonder what 40 pounds of boost will do on that. Ha! See what happened. That sounds so good.
All right. Well, running good.
Well, that's it.
Just in case you get stuck somewhere, it has a winch.
Oh, it has a winch.
Yeah, we thought about everything.
No kidding. Huh. Oh, look at that. A boat with winch. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if they do pizza too. The pizza oven. And here to explain everything is Cuco. Cuco, you gonna explain everything?
Yep. Basically, what's your name?
Tom.
Tom.
All right. With We start over again.
Okay, go ahead. What do you want me to say?
No, whatever
It
you
looked
say,
like-
but
it
say,
looked
hey,
like
what's your
it-
name? Hey, it's Tom.
It looked like you were gonna tell me to say something, and then you
No, I'm not saying nothing. I just don't want to put, hey,
Who's this guy?
what's your name? Tom. What's your name?
Robert.
You look like a Jerry.
Oh, Jerry it is.
All right, here we go.
Ready?
You ready?
All right. So
Yes, we're making it turbo.
Yes, sir. He definitely gets to the right
Troublemaker.
place.
Okay, one more
It's
time.
in here.
Woo!
There's like the bumpers and stuff. So
This scared me a little bit.
no, for sure. No, we usually pretty good with that.
Yeah.
I've had the big.